is going on, y'all? I got a bunch of people in the chat already. Let's see. Oh, I gotta put our link up here. Paste that in there. Let's see if I can do this right. There, I pinned it. All right. So, got Dr. Art in here first. Dan. Tom Cook. How you doing, Tom? How you doing, Dr. Art? Travis, how you doing? Jeff's here for 2 Hacks. What's happening? What's going on? Excuse me. Editing videos, yeah. I was actually out working on my truck for a minute before the sun went down. And it's cold still, of course. But, yeah. Fun times. But last night was pretty funny. I was going to be out in the garage, but I didn't feel like turning the heat on and trying to get the phone set up, and it would probably act up on me anyway. And I probably going to end up cutting it off a little early tonight anyway, because I think I'm going to have to help with my grandma for a little bit. So it's Tuesday again. Weather's got my allergies all goofed up. I just took my allergy pills, so we should be good here in a minute. What else is going on? How you doing, Mr. Sanders? How's Dan doing? Travis, how's Travis doing? Oh, he's at work. Okay, gotcha. Well, thanks for stopping and saying hi at least. Hi, Tom. Hi, Art. Where he got the VW bus from, yeah. Let's see. There's Redbeard. What's happening, Redbeard?
What's up?
The same old stuff. Tuesday night, Adjust my light here a little bit. There we go. So my allergies are killing me today.
Yeah, I'm not feeling worth a damn either.
Yeah, it's kicking my butt.
It's probably because I talked to 2 Hack about LS stuff. Probably sick and
rubbed off on you. There's Dr. Art. What's happening, Dr. Art? How's Texas treating you?
Oh, it was a good time today. I had to work for a whole hour today doing my presentation. Then I went to the brewery, so that was
cool.
So what'd you think of it? What'd you get?
I went with 2 guys that work for me, and they bought he came up with 3. They were like lagers, but they were good.
Yeah.
Had a couple of them, and we blew out of there because everybody had stuff to do.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, it only takes about 2 or 3 of their beers normally to get you going. So
yeah, this one I think they were like 8.5 or something like that.
Yeah,
so
they got some high octane stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink a lot of beer, so I was like 2. I was like, oh, cool, I got a little buzz out.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, it's expensive, but I've seen what they how they produce. Like every fruit, like you get like one of the fruit in and stuff. They hand squeeze every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no like preservatives or anything. It's legit.
Yeah, they put all their own stuff, and they had everybody there kind of looks like you, Redbeard, that works there.
What's happening, John?
What do you know?
You hauling wood in the Honda?
No, I'm hauling my dog.
Oh, okay.
I'm just stopped for a minute. I'm on my way home, but I thought I would come in and sabotage your live.
Okay.
I can't just sabotage Dr. Art's and not yours too.
You gotta be fair about it, right?
Gotta be fair about it,
yeah. Hey, Street Fox, how you doing?
That's what I was doing.
Street Fox has his subscribers, but I don't see him registered yet for the No Name Nationals. But he's got 600 some. I just looked.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Rudemar Pardue, how you doing? NSB, how you doing?
No, but Redbeard, it looks like a cool place, and they're having a big car and bike show this weekend and stuff like that. So it's probably going to be going to be a big blast with a whole group of people there. Yeah, they have flyers up for the 24th or whatever the Saturday is for a big
So-
car and bike show.
Nice.
See, you went to the new part of the building. The other part I haven't been to. Like that's the new one. It was under construction last time I was there and stuff. And you gotta realize, like what I do for a hobby was racing and stuff. Like him and his buddies would brew beer during the week and go to beer brewery contests and give it away. And long story short, end up this certain IPA they make that's supposed to be really super hard. I guess anyway, some guys tasted it and wanted and invested like $500,000 or something in their business.
Oh,
To
wow.
start.
They
And
had,
like,
they had a lot of stainless there. So
you wouldn't believe like they like car guys, like they buy used part, they buy old brewery stuff, like people that got bigger and people that sold out. That's how they got that whole building going. And I asked them, like, before they had that new part, that big part you just seen, before it was like I don't know if my cousin was saying all, but it was 100,000 plus a month overhead they're bringing in.
wow.
You wouldn't think that you wouldn't think that, but they're making more than that to support their bills and their family and stuff. And there's 4 of them that started it.
Yeah.
And like there's every week they'd brew beer and give it away for free at competitions, and it paid off for them. So,
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get orange juice with Sprite?
yes, you may.
Okay.
Love you. Sorry, my daughter wanted to know she has some orange juice and Sprite. Yeah. You guys ever done that before? Mix orange juice with Sprite?
Uh,
No,
Oh, it's delicious.
like a little baby mimosa.
that's what I said. It's like a mimosa. Yeah.
Basically,
Sparkling.
it's delicious, man.
It sounds good.
Let's do just some from Kansas.
Hey, Wendy.
See, do this on my phone. I cannot see the chats and see you all at the same time.
Yeah, and it kind of disappears over there on the side when you're on the phone too.
Yeah, they're in Bedford, so if you're at DFW, just go north about 10 miles, and that's where their place is in Bedford. So
Cool.
So I've been wanting to go down there again anyway. So when I go down there, I pack up. I mean, I get I get cases and stuff.
Yeah, we've got a brewery that started here in town. They started in an old foundry, and it's got this big 10-ton crane in it. And their one stout they make is called a 10-ton stout. I really like it, and they have exploded. They've got the little one downtown, and then they've got this huge one south of town, like where all the rich folk live. It's a monster. I haven't been there yet.
Where are you from again, Jason?
Dayton, Ohio.
Now,
It's called Warp Wing.
stouts are my favorite beers. Okay, like don't get me wrong, I'll drink a Busch Light, I'll drink a Natty Light, I'll drink all beer. It's not like I'm being that picky, but like my favorite beer is a stout, and my cousins, they make stouts they're okay, but their IPAs is where they shine. I mean, they're good at everything, but their IPAs are just way up there.
It's their forte.
Well, I'm gonna have you bring me like a can or two of those stouts, because
I'll bring you some.
So far, my favorite stout I ever had is still from Wisconsin Dales.
They did one. They did one this year. It was a special for St. Patrick's Day. It was an Irish cream stout, 10-ton. I don't know if I can find any, but that one was really good.
Well, this was a maple stout they had there in Wisconsin.
That's a breakfast stout. Yeah, that's Canadian stuff there. That's good stuff.
It's called the Blue Moose, this bar. And my wife, she got food, and I got a pitcher to start out with, before I ordered my food. Instead of me ordering food, I just ordered another pitcher. That's how much I like that stuff.
Well, they're heavy enough; they'll fill you up.
Well, it did. It did. Let me tell you. So that 10-hour trip home was the next day. It wasn't a headache, but I was using the restroom. The restroom was. And see, that's why I'm looking forward to this trip again, because you don't realize how pretty other states are. When you're from the Midwest, it's all flat and boring.
I know. Yeah.
And Missouri is boring until you go to the south side of Missouri. But like up there north where you guys are at, like the farms, you can tell are generation after generation after generation, and people just keep them going. The family keeps taking it over. Yeah. And we're like, me being a flatlander like I am, I mean, it's corn or it's wheat or beans.
That's what we got here. Yeah,
it was that way too. But on the hillside, they were planting one like they were in like sections. Like every other row was a different. Like one was corn, one was wheat. And so like when they planted the water on the side of the hill, when it rains, it doesn't wash it all away, and stuff. And I thought that was a really cool place up in Wisconsin. So,
hey Barrows, how you doing? Angry Chair in Tampa has a Rocky Road Imperial Stout. Ooh, yeah.
Mike Mischief gets here just in time for me to roll out. I just wanted to just wanted to sabotage your live there real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
I got to get back on the road.
I got you. Yep, be careful. Thanks for stopping by.
All righty.
Drive
We'll
safe.
see y'all later.
See you, man.
Did it.
Hey, Cletus, what's going on? Hey, Mike Smitcheff. Damn, Wisconsin is beautiful, especially Wisconsin Dells, man. We went up there with the kids years ago. That was so nice.
Well, that's where we went, but I went off the like I drive everywhere. Like I went to pick up a 4-liter Jeep motor. Like I got a Jeep that needed a transmission, but I made a good enough deal to drive all the way up there to pick this thing up. And it was in the middle of nowhere, like where I live, like town, like small town like I live in. And I tell you right now, there was not one gravel road anywhere that I seen. And I went off the beaten path.
Mm.
And I cannot believe, like, this is like street race heaven up here. You can go anywhere you want to and have fun and not have to worry about cops or anything. But
right,
I was down to stay. Like I told my wife, so if I didn't mind cold weather, this is where we'd live.
Cold weather is no good.
Cold weather sucks.
To live up there. Yeah, no. I got to live in the south or the southwest.
That's why I'm sick of Ohio is the cold weather. And then, like, it's been back and forth this week, and it's got my sinuses all goofed up.
We're in rainy season here in Kansas, so it's
yeah,
it's rain, it's snow, it rains, it snows, and then
we had all day yesterday. It was rain and snow. Little pissy stuff today, but it's going to warm up. It's going to be 80 degrees this weekend. So
it's supposed to be 80 and sunny. And now that in one day they changed it to like 55.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, it's like retarded the way it changes around here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're having Hunter's graduation going away party Saturday here, and it's like 81. I think it says it's going to be. I'm like, man, we picked that right. 82 it says now actually. So we'll all be bitching. It's hot. I won't be. I'll be like, I'm good with this.
Well, see, that's what sucks about Kansas. Once again, it's just enough. It's hotter than hell, but humid as hell too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like down Texas. I love it down. I mean, it's just hot. Okay, right. It's dry heat. It's like Colorado. It's cold, but it's a dry cold. It's not that bad when I was there.
What was the temperature down there today, Dr. Art?
Oh, it was beautiful today. It was like 75 and sunny, and it wasn't
nice.
From Texas. It wasn't humid at all.
Nice,
which is rare, especially in the Dallas area. Yeah, it was gorgeous.
That's why that's why we keep throwing around. We want to move to Vegas because it's like, yeah, it's hot, but it's not humid, you know.
And you get used to it because I lived out there for 13 years.
Yeah,
it's
never.
I wouldn't move back there now, but I live. Yeah, it's great, especially at night. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Vegas so bad.
It's cool, man. There's so much to do. There's more, you know, the mountains. You go out in the mountains out in Red Rock and stuff, and yeah, it's cool.
Oh yeah, it's 110. You could drive up to Mount Charleston. You're up there in 45 minutes, and it's 70 degrees.
How close are you to the Grand Canyon? Isn't that close to? Not a Grand Canyon. Sorry, I mean the Hoover Dam. Like, isn't it close?
You're real close.
You're right there. Yeah. I lived 10 miles away from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make a trip someday, but racing's kind of takes all my vacation time and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the day I wasn't filming with I didn't go to work today, and he's like, "Crap, there goes a day of vacation." But I want to just make a trip through Arizona, see the Grand Canyon, and go to Vegas, go to Vegas, and then the dam and
Hoover Dam's cool.
I've never been west of Colorado, so as far west as I've ever been.
Do Mopars at the Strip, and you can race out there, and have vacation at the same time.
That's my plan to get my wife to let me go. Okay,
yeah.
She's pretty free go about what I do with Vegas is not on the list for her, but I see my deal with my car is I probably shouldn't say this on here, but I don't have legal seat belts; they're expired and this and that. And some of these NHR tracks are just picky as hell about all that.
Yeah, they are real picky about that.
I mean, if my car doesn't have to be recertified, and it is my dang race car. I mean,
I have a brand new set, never been installed belts in the garage, but they're out of date. It's like they've never even been bolted in a car,
But there again.
Mm-hmm. That's a sanctioning body, taking all your money to tell you what to do. Yeah, definitely humid here, Dan. And yeah, when it's 55 and you're still sweating because it's humid, yeah.
It's usually like here this time of year. You got the AC on, and it's like you said, 60 degrees because your steering wheel's sticky from the humidity.
Yeah.
No, today was gorgeous.
Well, it was like Sunday. We went camping Saturday. Sunday morning, the furnace is on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday afternoon when we were packing up, I got the AC running.
The AC.
Like, what the frick? And then it snows the next day. Dry heat's worse on your car than humid heat. I don't know. There's a lot of old cars out there. It bakes the paint off of them, but
takes the paint off, dries up the interior. But
as far as rust is,
yeah,
it probably would mess up some dashboards. And I know every car you see out there has got some dark ass tinted windows.
Dark ass tinted windows, and they make the dash covers are basically a carpet you put over your dash because otherwise. Your dash is in the sun. That dash is 150 degrees.
Oh, it's probably melting.
You get in your car and you're like, you can't breathe. It's so hot inside. Yeah. You can't touch the door handle. You're like, sun. You got to wear an oven mitt. You get in your car.
Hey, Ken, how you doing, man? Yeah, I can remember one time we went out there. There was like a warning on the TV. It said not to touch like handrails and metal parts and stuff.
Outside,
yeah, because it was hotter than hell. The sun was just baking it. But it's like you're down there in that valley, and it's hot during the day, but at night it's like you get the breeze, and it's super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now we did go. We went once on New Year's, and it was colder there than it was here. It actually snowed there. It was like 28 degrees. So
I'd like to go down to Arizona just to see all the different seasons in one time. Mountains, the desert, the
mountains. Yeah.
If you've never been out west, go just go and see it. It's cool.
Utah, I want to go there. I want to see the Salt Flats. I mean, that's on my bucket list thing to do. Go when they do have the Speed Week or whatever down there. I was thinking, with me being a freckle-faced, red-bearded person, I will toast like none other. But I want to do that. It's on my list. I watched that movie, The Fastest Indian, probably 30 times just because. Like that's one of my favorite movies of all time, and that's where I always said I was born and raised in the wrong time period. I should have been born in the 50s or late 40s just so I could enjoy life like you all got to. Well, not you all, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
The world was a different place.
Definitely was a different place. Yeah.
Like I have no desire to live in the 80s with 125 horsepower cars.
No.
And that's always ask me, well, why do you want this? It's because that was the car time. That's when you could literally buy a car off the showroom, do a few things, and go run an NHR race.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it literally was that. But you also had to build all your own parts. That's where that'd be the hard part.
Like, you did have to do a lot of ingenuity at that point in time, for sure.
In California, would actually be a cool place to live, and I mean, it'd be, I don't know. I kind of get jealous of people that got to live in that time period.
Yeah.
Poodle scopes, drive-in movie theaters, restaurants you just drive into. Like,
there was a few of those around here when I was a kid, but they're all gone now. There's one like it's called Root Beer Stand, and you can drive into it, and they play old time music, and they get the old cars in there, and it's pretty neat. But yeah, and there used to be drive-ins everywhere. And there's one way like 45 minutes from here. That's about the closest one.
Yeah, I know. I've actually never been to a drive-in movie theater. We have one about an hour away from my house, but I refuse to go unless I'm in an old car.
Yeah.
Until I get me an old car. When I do it, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to.
Well, it's like the new ones don't have the speaker that you took off the post and hung it in your window. You
gotta have your radio on.
You gotta have your radio on, and it's just not the same anymore.
I agree. But like I said, I just want to get my wife in the back seat and start making out with her. I don't care about
Do you like some grease stuff?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
heard that.
Always thought it'd be fun to do that, like a date, just rent the place out during the week and just have it just her and I.
Yeah. Play your favorite movie and.
Yeah, I'd probably just put Cars on because it'd be fun. I don't know that y'all. I mean, I am younger than y'all, but y'all ever just watch the movie Cars and enjoy it as an adult?
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love all of them. Yeah.
Every time I watch it, I find some little knick-knack you didn't see before, like the
Mhm.
mount being, carburetor covers, and just like spark. It's just like every time I watch it, I see just whoever. I don't care whoever made that had to have some car influence in their life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just every little detail in the
Yeah,
thing.
we were talking about that at work a couple days ago, or yesterday. I was like, man, that's the best movie ever. And I was like, yeah, I was like, we can watch it with the kids, we can watch it with the grandkids. It's like, love that movie.
I'm a big snot rod guy myself.
Yeah. Root beer stand in Sharonville. No, there's one right here in Dayton, Dan. I don't know if you remember where Woodman Drive was, but yeah, Frisch's on Main. That's gone. That end of town's rough. Northtown, you don't want to go over there anymore. You don't. We all go south of town now.
Well,
So you don't go north. Yeah, it's not like north and west. It's like, yeah, that's bad.
not so good. Yeah.
No, it's bad.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
Oh, we lost Redbeard.
You're running a Holly. Oh, is Ken running a Terminator on his truck? I don't know.
He's got some kind of Holly system. I don't know. If
Does
it's
he?
Terminator.
Okay, he probably does. Yeah. Oh, there's
Yeah.
Redbeard.
Mhm.
Internet.
He's got money for the Holly stuff. I just throw the stock ECU on my HP tuner and
Mm-hmm.
call it good.
That's what I'm gonna do. I don't. If I ever get real serious about it, I'll probably put something I can work with a little more. But I mean, what's up, Rob?
Yeah, if you're just doing cam and springs and stuff like that on yours, you don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too concerned
Not
about
a whole lot of adjustments you need to. You go in there and change the fuel enrichment stuff, timing and stuff like that, and you're good.
Yeah. I'm just, the thing that's been in the back of my mind, just bugging the shit out of me, is if that VATS has actually been deleted. The guy that I got the engine from said it was. I'm like, I'm going to be pissed if I get this thing all wired up and then it won't start because the security's got it locked up.
Well, you can download HP tuners and stuff like that and take it right off.
Yeah. Well, I was reading a friend of ours, a guy I used to work with. He knows how to. You get a diode or some kind of resistor or diode that you can solder in on the key side, on the sensor side, and it just deletes it automatically anyway. So I may just go ahead and do that just to cover my, but I probably will get some sort of tuner for it.
Yeah, the HP, the actual program that they have, you can download it for free now.
Oh, okay.
And just use your laptop with an OBD2 plug adapter into your USB port.
Right.
And
well,
you can make all those adjustments stuff. If you have to load like a whole different tune, then you have to pay for the credits. But
you
just turn the VATs off and the rear O2s and stuff like that and change
my scanner is I use the Altel.
Okay.
And it's a tablet pretty much, and then it's got a wireless. This is actually a programmer interface, so hopefully I can just use that. But if not, I mean, we got, like you said, I can come up with enough crap. The fan in this thing, I don't know if you can hear it. I hope not. If I bump this counter wrong, the fan gets all makes noisy.
Backs all up.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
You can?
Can't.
Okay. I'm gonna fix it real quick. There. Unplug it. Reach inside the live computer case and just fucking Oh.
Yeah, there's programs like Ken says PC Hammer is free. You can just download that.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna need anything crazy. I mean,
no.
Leave that. There we go. Sorry.
And you can go on, if you ever seen, the guy calls himself the driveway engineer. His name's JR. He covers all that stuff. You can just watch his videos and follow along. And it is.
Yeah, I was watching how to make the little the relay thing for the fuel pump and everything. I was watching that the other day, and he was showing that fuel pump you were talking about, the in-tank fuel pump, and
the Kelso. Yeah.
Yep. So
it's the Kelso 325, and you got more fuel than you ever need, and they're $40.
So once it's finally that was something I was going to ask you the other day. Keep seeing this fuel filter pop up. It says it's a regulator and it makes it returnless or something like that. It's got like it's weird fuel filter. It comes up when I look the fuel pump up. I'm like, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, those the Corvette style when they because they have they actually have the.
Hey, Big Mike.
What's up,
it circulates it back into the pump from the fuel filter back in, so it's just a deadheaded.
Okay.
But if you got a return system like regular RLS, just run a return into your vent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has a return line, and I mean, being that the truck was fuel injection before, it has a return line on it. Anyway.
It has a return regulator. Like I just bought the adapters to run a dash 8 for the feed, dash 6 back to the tank.
Yep.
And then and that's so simple. It's just in and out.
Yeah.
You don't have to mess with it. And if you just run one of those Kelso pumps, it won't overpower the stock regulator that's on the side of the intake.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Vacuum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Keep it simple. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't want to make it too confusing.
Hoopty, jump on here. What are you waiting on?
Yeah.
I tell you, I met that guy in person.
Oh, he might not be able to see the.
I figured I seen that guy in person, and he was a really cool guy.
He was on our live a while back, and he is awesome.
He is a cool cat. Yeah, I give him a ride in my truck down there. Get him, and he had two of his grandsons or sons. I don't remember which one it was. I believe they were sons. And cool. I was almost out of gas. I had enough gas to get me back to the gas station, like 5 miles down the road, in my truck. I ended up losing in the semifinals, and I gave like 8 people wanted to ride. I was going to give one person a ride at a time. I gave one person a ride, gave another person a ride, and I gave him one. And he asked if the boys got a ride. I looked at my fuel tank. I said, "You guys got to play paper, rock, scissors. Whoever wins gets to go." And I gave him a ride. That was the last ride, and I drove straight from there to the gas station, and that was it.
That was it. Yeah, Ken says, "Stay away from those Corvette filters." All right, I will.
Yeah, it's
I was just like, "What the hell do I need this for?"
Oh, because some of the other ones are.
Oh, here's Big Mike.
There's no return on the thing, so but yeah.
Big Mike,
what's up?
How you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Oh man, rough day.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't feeling worth a damn. I didn't go to work today. I woke up at 3:00, started getting ready, this, that. I got a shower. I'm like, you know what? I ain't feeling this. I ain't doing it. I'm not going. And
I don't blame you. I felt like it, but I drug my happy ass in there.
I've done that enough times. I'm not.
It's just the weather, man. It's kicking my butt.
I was trying to get at that stupid RV. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my latest videos or not, but
did you be able to pull that thing out of there or resurrect it or
not yet?
Not yet. I saw where you started. You had found it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the comment, you got to take the whole thing. Don't leave any of this crap behind him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's the whole trick of it. Otherwise, man, I'll just take my tractor over there and just rip the freaking cabin off of it. And, rip the cabin off of it, take my torch and cut the frame in half and load it up on trailers and,
Crapper, huh?
But, man.
Hey, Don, what's happening? Snow day today, yeah. We had snow day yesterday.
So, Hoopty, was that your boys or your grandsons?
Well, that was my son, my surprise, Isaac. He, my other kids are from 26 to 23, and he's 15.
Yeah. Dude, don't put that on me. You make me want to get snipped so bad.
Dude,
I did.
When I'm 41, both my kids graduate high school. So, I mean,
yeah.
Well, older I get, 41 don't seem that old anymore.
Right?
No, it's not.
Well, I didn't start having them till I was 27 because I was out on the road doing commercial masonry and all that stuff, and I didn't settle down, until I was older, and I thought I was done, and then, oops.
Phone ringing.
What's your over under on getting that RV out of there? under its own power?
Under its own power, percentage of likelihood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 10%.
So it's
Only
for changing a truck and just drag it, huh?
Only because it's got because
All right,
it's
guys,
got
I'll be back.
all flats.
All right.
All right, baby. Take care, bro.
See you,
Take a
brother.
phone call.
Okay.
But it's got all flat tires, and all the tires are rotten. Not just flat, but rotten.
So they won't even. You can't even put no
Right.
air in them.
And they're 19 and a half inch tires. You know,
Mhm.
they're 8 by 19 and a half, and it's just like, man,
They're
they're the original polyester tires on there.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And they're not those decapitation split rims or anything like that.
No, they're not. They're not head chopper offers.
My camper had. I had an old camper. It had the 14.5s with that weird wheel, and I had a heck of a time finding tires for that thing. And I finally found some, and they were actually radials. Even it was kind of weird, and I got it out of there and then got rid of it. So,
well, if you find 19 and a halfs around here, I mean, even used, they're $100 a pop, man.
oh yeah, no doubt.
And I'm just like, I don't want the RV. I want the guts out of the RV.
Yeah.
Hey, Don.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, you could drag the thing just off the guy's property up the street, gut it
Yeah.
outside the road, and push the rest in the ditch and just leave it.
Yeah. Well, I do have a backup plan just in case, but I'm not willing to reveal that until last minute if I have to rely on it.
It'll be the special video on it.
Yeah, that'll be its own thing. I just now uploaded video from messing with those stupid tires today, and man. Anyway, the things I get myself into.
Oh, I know. Yeah, for sure.
Did any of them hold air without spoiling your video?
Well, I had one of them actually had air in it when I got there.
Oh,
yeah. I had one tire with air.
Well,
probably got a tube in it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have a tube.
No tubes. Yeah, I'll be darned.
No.
That's pretty good.
I said it was holding air when I got there.
Oh, okay.
Because the guy tried before you got there. Yeah, make it look good. Put some air in the tires.
Just like ran when I parked it. Right?
Yeah, right. And that's what I was told too. Yeah, ran when they parked it.
I know.
But yeah.
I got lucky on mine. Mine was still drivable. We drove it to where we scrapped it. So
yeah.
It did a 12 mile to its deathbed.
Yeah.
A guy I knew did scrapping for a living, and we drove to his house. His wife was pissed.
Yeah.
It's like
more junk in your yard, yeah, or scrap.
Yeah.
That is his yard, but
well, Mama Hoopty ain't none too pleased about this. I'm just going to tell you right now.
She's not all on board with your motorhome idea, huh?
She ain't none too pleased with it. But
yeah, mine was
like bringing an old stray dog home, huh?
Well, and the thing is, we already shook hands on it, and I told her, honey, I already shook hands with the guy.
Right.
I think she's about ready to cut my hand off.
No more shaking hands for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Next week he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, how you doing? What's the matter? Nothing. I'm good. It's fine.
I can't buy nothing no more." Yeah.
Right. Oh, goodness.
Yes, sir.
So how's y'all's
you gotta drag
days?
it home, and then you gotta gut it, and then you gotta get rid of it.
Well, I actually had a guy got a hold of me last night who saw my video, and he emailed me and wants to know what I want to do with the body, because he is interested in buying the body off of that thing. And I'm like, okay. He said it'd be after the No Name Nationals, and I'm like, well, not like I'm going to get to it before then anyway. I just got to get it off of that property. You know what I mean? I've got so much work to do on my Coronet to have it ready for the No Name Nationals. And I just I'm hoping to get the rest of my parts for my charger, because if I get my charger done, my best friend has already committed to going with me. I'll probably go ahead and register the charger as well, and then I can go up there and do some racing too.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah. But waiting on parts.
Yeah, my day wasn't bad. It was just the weather's just crappy and my allergies been bothering me. But other than that, no, it's just normal day.
Yeah. Well, my hours, I don't know. You know, I retired from masonry, so my hours are, I work from noon to 1 with an hour lunch.
You're right. Tell them to mail a check to the house, huh?
Yeah. But I work quite a bit out here on the farm, you know, working on the garden and all that stuff. And yeah, I don't get a whole lot of leisure time.
Barrow says that's a tough sale for the wife. Yeah, man. Like I said, that's when you got to sneak the car. You got to sneak the cars in the back.
Well, I am a firm believer in the old adage that it is much easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yes. Yeah, you beg for forgiveness and ask for permission. Yeah, it's a lot easier to beg for forgiveness, right?
You betcha. You betcha.
And that look they give you when you first, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, one-eyed cat.
Your one-eyed cat's back, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even have a say in it. I'll light a cigarette to make her go away, and then as soon as I put it out, you see her peeking right back around. It's like, Jesus Christ.
It's that video, and later got 4 calls on buying body parts off it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I got lucky with mine that it never made it to the house, or saying it's guy cut it apart and saying motor training. We went up with the chop saw and the hoist. That was an easy day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The motorhome that you got the engine out of.
Yeah, I got a picture of my Valiant in front of that motorhome before the guy started ripping.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Yeah.
And I do love the body styles on those old things. You know, they're so really cool. Super cool. You know, I mean, the styling and all that. But man, that's a super lot of work too if you're going to try to restore one of those.
Oh, yeah.
It's like restoring an Airstream without the value.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That little camper
you gotta love it.
Was a 1970. Vegas. It was a little short one. It was only like 17 feet. It was like the one that had the top, you know, the front would poke out on it. It was real neat.
Oh yeah.
But it just was so bad where it had been sitting. But the people that bought it from me, they restored it. It's just a town over. I drive by every now and then, just see it, and it's still there.
Put you over there.
Yeah.
Get up.
They put a whole new modern bathroom in it and everything. It's really neat.
Yeah, I've seen some really cool restorations they've done on them, and this guy, he might, you know, want to restore it and all that. I just, man, you got to have a love for it or something. Because, yeah, for me, man, I'd just soon take my tractor and just knock the body right off the top of it.
Like Mike said Mike's mistress said, they just push them off with a dozer. Oh, there's Red Beard.
Doesn't look like it's hard either.
Okay, my wife called. She's giving me food. She's in the closest town to us, so I had to take that.
Yeah, you got to take the food order.
Yeah, I understand that. My wife is such a sweetheart. She just brought me a pig sandwich.
Man,
pig sandwich.
It was a ham sandwich with bacon.
Oh Lord,
are you kidding me?
Man, she's a keeper.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Come on. So I'm gonna hop off for a minute. I'll be back in a few.
All right, I got up running. Actually, I'm gonna. If you guys can hold the fort for just a second,
sure.
We'll let this dog out that's barking.
Mine is anyone else making a weird sound?
Are you making a weird sound?
Mine's got a weird sound going on. Probably because my internet sucks.
Oh,
sounds good to hear.
I don't hear anything. But
to bed. What? I love you. Let's say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Oh,
I made a new rule. They go to bed at 9 o'clock at night, but every morning my daughter and him been fighting. So I said, you know what? Every morning you guys fight, you go to bed at 8.
Ooh, there you go.
So don't. I'm on the phone. I'm not gonna argue with you. Good night.
Yeah.
I nip that shit in the ass.
Man, aren't they fun?
Oh, I love them. They're great.
Oh, I know.
But I also have. I'm not gonna have one of those kids that's like the new generation is. So. I'm
Daniel, right here.
What?
And
Up, I like skyscrapers.
And Dawn.
That was somebody else.
Oh.
Then the other one tells on the other one just 5 seconds later. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I've never had them do that.
No.
Mine all just get pissed off and leave.
Yeah.
no. All ours are up and gone.
Yeah, mine are. I'll be empty nest this summer. Well, Hunter's moving beginning of next month to Wyoming. Is my speaker working?
You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. We were supposed to be.
And then summertime, my daughter will be gone. So yeah, it'll be weird because it's just
weird.
me at night.
My aunt and uncle are dealing with that for the first time. They both said they got to find a hobby now. All their kids always been in sports, doing stuff, and now
exactly.
Now it's like they're bored and they just argue. They're like, we got to find some hobby to do.
That's why we bought the camper and stuff, because we don't, like I said, the kids don't play sports anymore. They're not in marching band and this and that and the other, So they're not building that truck again, back into that stuff.
Well, you're gonna regret that.
Nah.
Well, I know we ain't gonna have a problem with it. I mean, because I've got my hoopties and Mama's got her horses and all that. And,
yeah, my wife will. If she's bored, she goes out in the camper and gets on her phone, or she's an X-ray tech. She's moving over to CAT scan, and she's got books she's been reading. It's like, where's your mom go? And they're like, well, we don't know. And then I'll look out, and the camper door will be open, and she's just out there. That's her. It's her camper. I mean, she picked it out.
Right.
Why not?
Is Hunter bringing his cars and trucks? Hunter only has one truck now, and he's driving it out there. So, yeah.
So, Hoopty, how many subscribers you got?
Last count I saw, I had 362.
You're kicking my ass. I was gonna say I want to make sure you have enough to make it, and I'm less than you.
Well, I hope I have enough to make it too.
You'll make it if you got that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that I should have too much of a problem. Especially, I've got some pretty cool stuff coming up, and I got a really super cool giveaway at 400 plan. I'm giving away. I showed it. I did a little random giveaway. It was Friday night on Bear Rose, Friday or Saturday. I don't remember, but anyway, I did a little giveaway. I gave away a 1/64th scale Blues Brothers Bluesmobile in the package from 1980.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and so I mean, it was just a random thing. But at 400, I've got a 1/24th scale Looney Tunes 1970 Roadrunner.
Oh, that's cool.
That I'm going to be giving away.
Right on.
There you go.
And it's a super cool car, man. It's factory sealed in the package, and yeah.
I want two hack. I want two hack to give away that damn duck you got.
Yeah.
I want that duck. And like,
you could probably talk him into it.
No, I don't think so. He said, well, he told me he paid for it. I don't think he's gonna get rid of that.
Oh, okay.
But two hack, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call two hack for his duck. I don't know how to do what I gotta give him, but I want to race him for that duck.
Oh, he'll race you for that duck.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I
We'll
don't
just
know
tell him we're going to unplug 2 spark plug wires, and then you guys can run.
yeah. Plug off my injectors and everything.
Right. We'll block the hat off, and yeah.
I'm surprised he's not here. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, he's here. Quack, quack.
No damn way. Come
No
on.
damn
Jack.
way.
Quack, quack. Yeah.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
No way, huh?
I tell you what, Two-Hack, you go put an LS in some Dodge and we'll race.
Easy now.
Oh,
No,
it got deep last night, Mike.
I'm gonna say
you missed. I don't know if you seen me last night, but he and I were.
He was giving him the.
yeah.
I saw when you signed on it said
Yeah.
FLS on it.
Yeah, it said,
Well, man, I was gonna say you go bringing in that kind of sacrilege talking about LS in the Mopar.
They're gonna bring the lynch mob after you, buddy.
Yeah, well, you know what? So, you can never trust a guy with a bald head. Sorry. Hey, you still got hair on your head. You're like my dad. You still got hair there. I mean,
Define bald.
Yeah, divine bald. Man.
Yeah. No, you're not. You're not bald, Don.
No, you're not bald.
Only people that I could say you can't trust is short people. You can't trust short people.
My wife's like 4'9", so.
Well, you can't trust short people because their brains are too close to their butt. You can't trust them to make good decisions.
I thought that was tall people because their brain's too far away from their butt, but yeah.
Goes either way.
Right.
I never heard that one before.
LS turbo methanol flux capacitor powered Datsun 280Z.
Might as well. Why not? Yeah, there's
Ken's
probably 3 of them. There's probably 3 of them on YouTube.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, Finnegan's 2JZ. That was whoa.
Hey, you know what? I don't like it, but after doing some research, just because I got bored one day. I'm not saying a Charger or anything like that, a Mopar, but that 2JZ motor is a bad SOB.
Dude, it is.
Oh, you better believe it is.
When they designed that thing, I mean, them
My
engineers my
son put one of those in his RX-8.
Yes,
and
something like that would be perfect. Or
that little dude was freaking fast.
If I ever had an S10, I'd probably do that, like a little S10 or a Datsun or.
Hey, Henry's Hot Rod Garage.
Something like, after seeing that stuff, like they're like indestructible little motors for the horsepower you need to run, like I'd run and stuff. And that's the type of engine I would like to learn how to run a computer system on, so I blow it up, or it will be hard to blow up and stuff. So, but those O2, I have a new perspective on those motors after seeing what type of engineering went into them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like these Coyote motors. These Coyote motors are some bad SOBs.
Those are wicked, yeah.
You can run them, and you like. I've been watching Cletus McFarland, like that one he put in that cop car, and it's been 260 degrees multiple times, high RPMs all the damn time.
And that old man driving it, just running the crap out of it, man.
Fine. Well, and it's like, and they finally did tear it apart, the Ford motor and stuff. I'm talking about the one they called Do for Ed or whatever.
Yeah, because they put an LS in the one that the old man's driving, didn't they?
Yeah, they put LS in that one.
Yeah.
But the other one, it's actually a Coyote motor. It's been there for 6 years or so. And I've watched it, and it's like that motor, and then you don't see Hellcats blown up, do you?
No.
Yeah, these Hellcats are getting driven like roadkill, and they drove the hell out of that thing. They never blew the thing up. It's like the manufacturers are starting to make their performance things actually survive.
The tolerances in them are just like spot on. I mean, we've got, I'm not bragging about LSs or anything, but we have LSs in our fleet that have 500,000 miles on them, and our guys don't drive them like, they drive them like they stole them.
Yeah.
And but we have Coyote engines in trucks that are really good. We don't have a lot of Dodges. We have big Cummins, and then we have 2 small Cummins like my truck, and then most of ours have the 3.6 that everybody bashes. But I mean, we take care of them, and these engines run all day long. Idle all day long.
I was the supervisor guy, so I had the V6, the Ford V6 they have. It looks like it, like electric water pump, all that sort of crap. Like the motor just looks like a block of aluminum and stuff. That thing, we drove the living hell out of. Let it run, let it do this. I mean, hello, half-ton pulling stuff, shouldn't pull, and this and that. I mean, it just kept going and going, and it never blew up till I went through too deep of water trying to get to a water leak. The guy was stuck, and I went through too deep of water.
Oh, and hydrolocked it.
I hydrolocked it. And yeah, that was a bad deal for a supervisor to do. Yeah, that little motor just turned and screamed, and I cannot believe. Like, I'm impressed with these new engines. I mean, I'm not a fan of this whole twin turbo V6 or inline six Dodge is building, but I am interested to see how it actually does.
If they test it well, it'll be good.
I just can't.
You like that, Mike?
I love it. Well,
what Barrow's put on there.
Well, the Mopar steering wheel at least give it some class. You know.
Well, yeah, dude, that's where Jed gives me so much crap because I have a Chevy transmission and a Ford rear end.
Hey.
I'm like, you know.
The old saying was all race cars have Ford rear ends in them. That was the old adage,
Well,
not that I totally agree with that, because I mean we've got GM cars with GM rear ends in them, and they don't break.
I got the 8 3/4 Mopar in mine, but
those are really stout. Like,
the hell they are. Those are the worst.
From this guy.
Okay, well, I'm not pushing 5 million horsepower.
Right.
All right. Let's start this conversation with teach your own. Okay, this isn't telling anyone what to do or how to do it.
That's exactly right.
Let's start this conversation that way. But I know a buddy that blew up his transmission and both his valves because his ran twice on his 8 3/4 couldn't handle, and it's only probably a 500 horse big block Mopar he's doing. But when you get grip in a car that weighs over 3,000 pounds, they're going to break.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, when you hook hard, you're gonna break stuff.
And so there's nothing wrong with, like, in a dragster, 8 3/4 all day long.
Right. They don't weigh nothing. Yeah.
They're not gonna hurt. But my deal is a 4.9-inch actually slows you down compared to a Dana.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, but it's just too damn easy to change the gear set out of a 4.9-inch.
Yeah, you put that big Dana rear in, and it's pain in the butt to change.
Yeah, you gotta have a separator and all. I've never done it. I've just heard it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. And then my 727, it was faster than my Power Glide was, but I was only getting 10 to 15 passes out of it before I had to refresh it because it just wouldn't handle it.
Wow.
And I had a nice 7. I still have it actually, and I just refreshed. I'm gonna sell it. Anyone looks for a really nice 727. So, I mean, it's big block. It's ready to go. I know none of you guys want it, but if you know anybody who wants some, I mean, I got probably $2,500, $3,000 in this transmission, and I'd sell probably for $800 to $1,000 somewhere in there.
Well, you'll sell it. I mean, that's
for
sure.
I've just been kind of keeping it. Just some reason, you never know if I ever go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I might be looking for one.
Well, come home at me.
Yeah, for real.
I mean it's a reverse valve body TCI. It's got the A&A Bolden Sprag. I believe it had. I don't quote me. I said like the 10 clutch disc or whatever. It had to go. All I know is it was good for my car. And it'll be, if it worked in my car, it'll work for anyone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I have a Street Fighter converter. If anyone looks for one, like a 3,200 stall, 3,500 stall converter.
Mm-hmm. For the 727.
Yes, for the 727.
Right on.
Hoopty, come buy that shit for me so I can afford to put more Chevy parts in my car.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the one thing about it. You can sell Mopar parts and you can afford a hell of a lot of Chevy parts.
I ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
You know, you are kidding. Because let me tell you, from that Rossler I got in my car right now, I paid $8,000 for a used. New is like $15,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I give people a hard time because, you know, my buddies are bow tie guys and all that. And I just give them a good razzing because, you know, I mean, I drive a F-350, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've had all of them. I've had Ford, Chevy, Dodge. I've had International Harvesters. I've had just about everything out there. Except I've never owned a AMC.
I've never owned an AMC either.
I've had, Toyotas, and
I remember Mom having a Rambler back in the 80s.
I had one of those too.
Man,
I did have a Rambler. Mine was American Rambler, 1963.
Yep. It was like 16 miles down a backcountry road, and that car run that road just like it was made for it.
Yeah,
I almost did a Rambler here recently before the truck came around, but I mean, I used to race a Ford. I raced a Fox body for better part of 20 years, and then I went on hiatus when the kids started, playing sports and stuff. So I don't care. My dad's got a old Camaro. My brother has a Camaro. I mean, we've been around all of them.
No, I'm with you on that. Like that's I don't know if I told you all. This old man. I mean, they're probably about your guys' age, but
we're old man. We're used to it.
Little burn.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Because I like, don't get me wrong. If you don't like a Tri-5 Chevy, there's something wrong with you. Okay,
Dude,
be realistic here. I mean, there's just some things. There's some things you just gotta like out, like a Ford Galaxy. I could have one of those all day long.
Yeah.
But
had 3.
This guy, he explained to me this way. He said, "Cars are like women. I love them all, but they're just a certain breed of woman I like a little bit better. I mean, and Mopars are my big-titted blonde girl. I mean, that's what it is. And
I want a GTX. If I could ever have one.
Chevy.
Oh my God! Wait till you guys see this guy. I don't even know who this guy is. Check this guy out.
What's up, Jason?
Hey, it's Hefe.
Wow.
Hey,
Nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Does the curve match the drapes?
Oh,
Fun.
Holy crap!
Already the weird hour, Jeff. You started it
it's
off.
getting the weird hour.
Are you cold now? Are you lighter?
Yeah. It was time to shave it off. Really, I wasn't going to, but I had it trimmed, and the lady, I'm thinking it was the Ray Charles School of Cosmetology. So I was like, fuck it, it's coming off.
You're making me feel a lot better about myself.
See, I wanted to go for the big mic. I wanted to go for the big mic and red beard. And like before I did the YouTube thing, it was getting long, and I trimmed it and lit it on fire once and put it out and had to cut a bunch off. So
Dan asked if you got a haircut, really?
Now you look like
I got all of them cut, not a hair.
Yeah.
Howie Mandel.
3 or 4 off the head and a whole bunch off the face.
Yep. 6 off the head.
Yeah, 6 off the I want that. What we gotta do to make it happen for that duck? What do I gotta come up with?
I don't know. Let me think of that.
Let me see what
How fast is what's your car run?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't ran it with the Power Glide. I mean, not Power Glide. Since I went Turbo 400, I haven't ran it since I put the strut front end under it at the front clip. I have no idea, to be honest with you guys. I mean,
okay, I'll make you a deal. What we'll do is once I figure out what I run, what you figure out what you run, we'll spot lengths to make it, whatever that should be.
Yeah.
And we'll race for the duck.
What do I got to give you? I got to have something, though. I mean,
you got to shave your beard off.
The hell no.
Oh, whoa.
All right, so, let me tell you something. There's
you gotta polish the duck in the pits.
Okay, I'll polish the duck. Here's the deal: is the beard. You all don't know this, but there's a story behind the beard that the beard can't go nowhere. Okay, the beard. And you know what I got for you?
Uh-oh.
I do got something. I just thought about this. Let me get it up here. I mean, you've seen it before. 1 second.
Bear Rose, it was time, buddy.
It's virgin skin under that beard.
It fall off your body.
Yeah. I look like I'm 12 when I shave my beard off.
That's funny.
I got you a cock here. How about that?
Uh-oh.
So we might raise. Oh, that'll be a good call-out video. We're gonna.
This is a cast iron cock. I mean, it is.
Oh, geez.
I guess it ain't chocolate.
You need to put that in your trunk for traction.
I was gonna put it on top of the hood. I was gonna make it this for like a
deterrent device.
I was gonna duct tape it to my injection hat and just put it up there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw this at an antique store, and I picked that thing up and realized how heavy it was. I had to have it. So,
yeah. You better duck.
I'm game with that.
25-pound cock.
well, you know what?
I'm game with.
It
I'm
is
the same
mine.
way with anything cast iron.
It is mine, but my wife might kill me.
Ooh.
You know, I'm down for that though. I can remind me to bring my cock, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll bring my duck.
Red Bear's bringing his cock.
Now we got to remember to get this right. We got to remember to get this right. It'll be polishing a duck, not polishing a cock in the pits.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you. Never mind. I'll stop.
I think I might have to go.
No, that's a good race though. That's
He's
a good
gonna
race.
make
I'll
you
do that.
ride the cock.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm gonna make you. I don't know what I'm gonna do to you. I'm not gonna let you spit on it though.
No,
No,
we'll have to.
Stop.
Tom, we'll have to make sure that we come up with a good call-out video for this.
Okay. All right. Well, you start out, and I can feed off your energy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That'll work. That'll work.
This is gonna be that'll be some good footage.
You know what?
I think you should have to run down the track with the duck and the cock on your
Well,
car.
hell no. First of all,
Well, I mean, the duck will be on the hood, and he'll have to ride that thing He'll have to ride that thing shotgun.
Oh, I wouldn't want that thing to come loose. It'd take him out.
Then you got to spot me at least half a car because I got this 80-pound cock beside me.
This guy's got 25 pounds of cock in his car right now, everybody. I just want to let you
guarantee
know.
that thing's at least 35, 40 pounds. I mean, I guarantee it.
Oh, it looked quite heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah, that thing definitely looks pretty cool.
It is. I've never seen one before.
Rob, this one's getting banned. Big Mike, I gotta say that Dukes of Hazzard car was awesome. I had that when I was a kid.
Yes.
The Dukes of Hazzard car. Where?
Oh
yeah. Gosh, I've been so crazy going the last few days, man. My brain is just like mush right now.
Yeah. I've been trying to figure out logistics on getting some cars some places, trying to get something here that I'm going to start on, kids sports, work, these damn cylinder heads.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw that RV that I'm trying to get out. Oh my God.
Is that what it's called?
Huh?
Is that what it's called? What's the wife call it?
It's not so much what she calls it; it's what she calls me.
There you go. Man, you got me on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd find some equipment and just knock the top off of it.
Yeah,
it'd make for a good video.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing is I have to get off of that property.
Oh yeah, it's not on your property, is it? Yeah.
No.
Is it far away?
It's only 20 minutes from my house, but like I said, all of the tires are rotten.
Yeah, that's
every single one of the tires is rotten.
That's a long way.
It's like a 40-foot freaking mobile.
Wow, that is a big one.
Cow.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to just put it up on a rollback.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
And if you're going to stab underneath it and tow it, you got to have at least 2 tires with air. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah, I've kind of got myself in a pickle with this thing, man.
Oh, yeah, I could only imagine.
Yeah, I was out there today working on tires, and, well, I put out a video.
I'm sure I see the resemblance between you and my dad now. Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you guys just say no. You just have somebody says, here's something you can use. Say no.
What?
You just got to learn to say no.
What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That word doesn't. Yeah.
Spanish,
something didn't compute.
Yeah, just say no. I've tried not to be a hoarder like my father, but I am.
But it's free.
Ish.
Oh, don't you love that word, Big Mike? Free, but it's free. You know, I'm always reminded when I come up with that excuse too, Mike. But I'm always told there's a reason it's free.
Yeah, because nobody else has got the cojones to go after it.
Yeah. But
Okay,
you know
so
what?
here's the deal.
Then there's
Here's the deal.
There's
You know
people
what
like
their
us.
plan is? Their plan is just to take and set the thing on fire and burn it to the ground and then just scoop up the scrap and throw it in a dumpster.
Yeah.
Throw the scrap metal in a dumpster. It's got a 447.27, you know.
Yeah, you can't let that slide.
Stop that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. No.
Yeah, you can't do
I
that.
cannot
There's
allow
been-
that to happen.
But you know what? My dad and I went to go look at this RV that we're just gonna take 360 out of, and the guy wanted like $300, and we decided not to do it. I'm like, it ain't worth it. Blah blah blah. And I talked to the guy later on, and the scrap company came and picked it up and gave him $600 for it. I'm like, what?
Wow.
They came and picked it up
$600?
$600. And you know what? Scrap being this high, you might be able to just get the engine out if you could, and just call a scrap company and see what they'd give you to come get it. You might make money if they might come get it for you, and so if you just got what you wanted out of it.
Maybe.
I cannot believe my dad and I were dumbfounded. Like, wait a second, you're telling me? Like, I didn't think they would want that damn piece of crap. I mean, it's not that much metal to it. But
my thing is I guess I'm a sentimental old fool, and I want to save every Mopar part out there. You know, if it can be saved, I want to save it.
I don't blame
Motor
you.
and tranny, that's a part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a friend that's getting out of that dealership I made a video of, and I mean, he's unloading stuff, and he texted me today, and I ended up getting a complete 383 out of a 70 whatever. It's 4-barrel engine complete.
Wow.
Nice.
And I got it for $150, man.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
Well,
I know. I don't know anything about it, you know, but it's just like it, you know, it was pulled running, but obviously I'd rebuild it. But I'm like, yeah, for that price, I'm definitely hopping on that.
Well,
for that much.
I've got 3 other 440s. It's not like I need it, but but it's free.
But
yeah, you never know, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a short deck guy over a tall deck. I rather have the 383 400 over a 440 or a 413.
I'm getting that way, man. I spent years reading and doing stuff 440s and, you know, playing around with this. I always did a lot of small block stuff, but the more I read on some of that low deck stroker stuff, is just crazy.
Well, I don't even stroke them. Like, my favorite combination, my blades built with 5 of these for tractor racing. You take that 383 crank, you put a 400 block, you bore the 400 out, you can build like a 426 with a 383 stroke crank. And a 400 because, you know, 383 steel. And I mean, it's forged, and the 400's cast. That's the difference in the crank. Same journal, same stroke, everything. And but just to get that bigger bore, you get the better block, and you put against those cylinder heads on those motors, and you can turn them 8,000 RPMs with the right cam, and they stay together.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got that 70 Dart. I got that 70 Dart build coming up, and I don't know what exact motor combo I want to go with. I've got a 440, and now I got a 383. I got a couple 340s laying around, so it's like, what do I want to go with?
Because if I remember right, that 383 stroke is shorter the stroke than a small block 327 stroke.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just I'm a big bore, small stroke guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like the small stroke with the big bore.
Yeah, with the over square.
I'm not big on square inches. Like 572s, like, yes, they do make more power, but the 4.5 inch bore, 4.5 inch stroke is a great combination. Like, my combination is a 4 1/4 with a 4.5. I really have a little smaller stroke, and I don't know. I just think it's a better combination for drag racing.
See, my 521
faster that way.
Yeah, my 521 is almost square. It's a 4.39 bore with a 4.3 stroke.
Yeah, and they work fine. I don't know. In my experience, the cheapest motor you can build in a big block world is a 400 block with a 383 crank, instead of like those pro. Let me tell you something. You get that Pro Comp Victor heads. I am 100% on the Victor style head over any other stock location valve. Like, I want to have an Indy head over. I'd have a Victor head or the Pro Comp head any day over an Indy head. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, I had a bad 540 with a set of Victor heads. That was the Hughes has a program for them that makes they flow almost as good as a V1 original head.
Wow, that's crazy.
Can you guys hear me? Because I can hear any of you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I hear you.
I can hear nothing.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah, we're here. I can hear everybody.
Gosh, dang it.
I only live about 45 minutes away from Hughes, Redbeard.
I need you to come help my internet out. We'll try.
He's not muted. Oh, here it went.
he's gone now.
His internet's
He must
probably
be having some.
yeah. It goes in and out.
Hey, there's Brian. Henry's Hot Rod Garage.
Hey Brian, how you
Yep.
doing, brother? Yeah, Henry's Hot Rod Garage.
How many people are watching right now?
You got 11 in here right now.
Right on.
We got. I had another new one that I haven't seen in a while. Where did it go? Oh, I don't know. It's way on by now.
It's probably the censorship police.
Yeah, probably. Bots.
They just make us think we're still streaming. They just got us in a little loop.
We're just talking to
Right.
them. Yeah.
It's still going. Yes, as we got 11 over there on the YouTube side. I check in on every now and again. When you gonna paint the Knuckle Buster red or Knuckle Duster red? We're offended.
So it's supposed to rain here tomorrow. I don't know about you guys.
Here tomorrow too.
Rain here. Supposed to start warming up though.
80 by the weekend.
Yeah, 82 Saturday. They're saying here. I'm having Hunter's going away / graduation party. I'm like, well, we picked the right day for that one. I'm glad we didn't do it this week. Easter weekend.
Oh, it was terrible weekend.
Which we wouldn't have anyway because of Easter. But yeah.
Well, I think if it's raining tomorrow, I'm probably going to pull the carburetor off of the Coronet and go through it and try to clean it out and see if I can get that thing to actually run and idle, because it's like it falls flat on its face. I mean, when I initially pour fuel in it, if I keep pouring the fuel, I mean, and it's squirting.
Yeah.
Whenever I,
the jets
throttle it, but it just won't, it'll just fall down and die. And I'm just like, man. So I'm going to get in there and clean it out, and so I can clean the floats and stuff.
I had to do that to my new lawnmower. It's 2 years old, man. The main jet was just full of that green, ethanol fuel junk.
Yeah.
I've got a log splitter. I use it every year, and this is no joke. You can put stable in it, whatever, ethanol free gas.
Yeah, I don't care.
And next year to go to do it, in spring I fire it up, junk, and it's like a $12 carburetor on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I buy 3 of them, just put them on the shelf.
Yeah.
It's seriously, Mike, it just never works. I mean, you can put everything through.
He's like, Dad, just buy a carburetor for it. I'm like, I'm not buying a carburetor for this. I'm gonna show you how you fix it.
Yeah, I bought a carburetor for a generator. It's a weird off-brand. It's made in Japan. I don't remember what the name on it is, but it's a very odd generator, and it's like a 3300. And right, and odd displacement too. Anyway, it's got electric start on it and all that, and I fiddled with it. All I had to do, I was able to buy a carburetor off of eBay for it for, I think it was like $22, and it came with a filter and gaskets and a spark plug. And I'm like, why did you give me a spark plug? All I asked for was a carburetor.
Yeah.
Why did you send me a spark
tune-up kit?
See, Mike, I had to, when I moved to where I live now in 2019, and the people left a generator here, and I'm like, get moved in. I'm like, what if this thing runs? Of course it didn't. And I opened up the fuel, it stunk. So I emptied that out, and I could get it running on starter fluid, but it was just all gunned up. Took it apart, and I bet you it's the same brand, because it was some weird Japanese thing, but mine had this electric choke on it, and I could not find this carburetor anywhere. Like, seriously. So I found one on eBay that was just like it, bought it, and when I got it in, it was just garbage. So I took it apart, so I was wrong with it. Couldn't find the part, so I bought a manual choke one and put it on there. But it is the weirdest little engine. I bet you it's the same one, man.
It probably.
But they sent me everything.
It's kind of maroon.
Yeah.
Maroon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the weirdest thing I ever seen. I gave $50 for it at estate sale. I was just like, okay, for $50, I'll give it a shot. You know?
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was strange, man. I thought it was odd.
Yeah.
And I probably bought that same kit as you did. It came with the itty bitty filters and line and
Right.
spark plug and yeah.
Yeah, it's like what the crap. But mine works great. That just swapped out that carburetor and it fired right up and been running ever since.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. So
I'm sure this guy who lived here before me, nice guy, but he couldn't change he had no mechanical skills or no anything. He wouldn't even change a light bulb. But I'm sure he never checked it, a couple times a year. Like I fire it up once every month or once every other month
Yeah,
just to make sure.
Keep its blood
Right.
pumping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep them going, get something going through them, get through the lines. I'll tell you one thing you never want to buy cheap, and that's windshield washer, like the tube that goes across the hose that goes across your hood. Do not ever buy one of those from China.
Junk.
I'm going to tell you, as soon as that washer fluid is in there,
the alcohol,
that thing gets hard and brittle, and it snaps in like 15 places and falls all down through your stuff, and then you're spraying windshield washer fluid all underneath your hood. I decided to go cheap one time. I was like, look, it's only $15 for this whole kit. I bought that kit and I replaced it. Man, I mean, it came with the squirters and everything. One squirted like this and one squirted like that. Yeah. I was like, somebody feed these kids, man.
All right. Yeah,
no kidding.
Quit beating them.
It's like, geez. Yeah, it's terrible. Just don't skimp on that because that's terrible.
Right.
Right.
I get it,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Some of that stuff is the same way. I had a friend working on an older Jeep, and it's a 5.2, and on the back fuel rail, it's got a crossover line, and to go one fuel rail to the other, and it was bad. And he was trying to find one that's factory, and he couldn't find one at a good price. He found one, but he thought it was too much, and he ended up finding one that was like a really bad knockoff, and you could tell. He gets it in, and it just felt like shit. He puts it on, and it's in the back of the motor, and it ran fine. He got it up to, idle and all that, started giving it gas. Whew, there it went, man, and it caught the underside of that engine bay on fire.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I had a Jeep. I had an 84 Jeep Cherokee, and, the one with the little plastic valve cover.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of those. I was in Oklahoma City, and I stopped at a gas station. I had my flat bottom boat strapped across the top on the rack, ratchet strapped down to the front. And I pulled up to the gas station and I shut it off, and it kind of just kind of sputtered, and I didn't think nothing of it. I go back there, and this is before you had to prepay. I go back there, I open up the thing, and I'm put the nozzle in. I'm filling the gas, and I hear this behind me, and I'm like, what in the world? And I look behind me, and there's smoke just billowing out of my hood. It backfired and caught on fire under my hood.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
And somebody ran over there and hit the pump shut off. And I always keep a knife in my pocket. I've always kept a knife. And I took my knife out and I cut that strap and popped the hood. And luckily there was a dude there who had a fire extinguisher.
Oh, yeah.
And he put it out. But all that CO2 stuff because it had that plastic valve cover, it was melted onto my valves. And all that CO2 was in my valve train and melted all my vacuum lines, all my wiring. I was like, man, are you freaking kidding me? And so we had to haul it to someone's house that we knew. And then I had to go get all the parts, put it all back together and all that. And I was like, I will never own another freaking Jeep. And I've not owned another Jeep to this.
That was it.
I had a couple Jeeps, and some of them I really don't like, but I'm not a fan. If anybody's out there and has one, sorry. I think the new Jeeps are like the Urban Explorer style, and it's just like they're not using them. But I had a '99 XJ, and I did the 4.5-inch lift, lockers, everything I did like top notch, and it was super nice. Like it was rust free, and wasn't for sale, man. I got a really good price on it. Did all this work, and I drove it for a long time. Guy asked me first for sale, and I told him no, and he asked for my number, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, And every month it was a no, and then I decided to go a different route with the vehicle, and so he asked to make me an offer, and it was just ridiculous price, and I'm like, sold,
Well,
and he drove it for
yeah.
I
Sometimes
pretty much drove that thing for free for like probably a good 9 years for what he paid.
Good money.
Wow.
Yeah. It was 4-liter. I liked it.
Yeah. Not the closest thing I ever owned to another Jeep was I had a 67 Scout 800, and it had the 345 V8 in it. And man, it was a beast. It would go anywhere at 40 miles an hour.
See, I love those old Internationals. When I was a kid, I went to this school, and every morning I would get dropped off at my grandparents' house. I'd walk 2, 3, 4 blocks wherever it was to school. And I remember behind this old service station, there was like 4 Internationals back there. I know there was a Scout, but there was a couple of the trucks, and one of them was like a long bed. There was a quad cab one, and I always loved those trucks. They had that weird wheelbase on the long beds, and the wheel well on the bed was so far back. It wasn't like center or like how they are today. If you ever look at the International trucks of the 70s, that wheelbase is so freaking long.
I had one of those Travel-Alls, I think is what it was called. Big old International.
My dad had one of those too.
That thing was a beast.
Yeah. When an old neighbor of mine, older guy, he had one, and it was white, and it was absolutely pristine, man. I mean, and he drove it. It was kind of like a weekend, nice weather cruiser, but it was just so gorgeous. And I asked him one day, I'm like, how long did it take you to restore this and find parts? And he's like, this is it, man. He's like, it was like his grandpa's or whatever, and it was just always a nice vehicle.
Wow.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, my dad's was not pristine. I thought was one of the cool things about that big old Travel-All was where the fuel tank switch was, because it had the dual tanks. It was up underneath the fender, in the fender well.
Really?
Yeah. Had a little lever up in the fender well. You can have to get out there and just like a petcock valve, and
switch it over.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Simple.
Remember the Jeep?
Simple.
What was the little Jeep truck they had in the 80s?
Comanche.
The Comanche. I had a friend that had one of those.
Yeah.
Man, that thing was so much fun to go out and just beat on.
Those had 2.8 GM engines in them, like a S10
Man, it was
engine.
so much fun.
Yeah, those were cool.
We were like 16, and a friend of mine lived on a bunch of property, and they had trails and all that, but they had one of those, and it was just on the property, never went out on the road, and man, we would just beat the holy hell out of that thing. It was fun.
Yeah. We used to go out in my buddy's Brat. He had a Subaru Brat.
I learned how to drive standard shift in Subaru Brat with the little jump seats in the back.
It's like a little billy goat, man.
It's so cool, yeah.
My brother had a Brat for a whole 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Whole 5 weeks. Fun in it.
Yeah.
See, that would be cool to get, Jason. Get a Brat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck finding one, probably, though, at a good price. It's all hacked out.
Here. They're all rusted out around here, dude.
When I was a super little kid, my dad had a cool Datsun little pickup truck that was neat. It was a cool truck.
Some of those had rotary engines in them. Those little Datsun trucks. Those were neat. But
what's that new Jeep? With L stands for lemon.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a buddy that's got a new Gladiator, and he spent an absolute shit ton of money on it.
They probably spent a fortune on it. Yeah.
Oh, it was a fortune, and I mean, it's cool. I would never own one just for the price, and I'm a real fan of, like, if it's a Jeep, it is like 4-liter, and it's got some decent creature comforts, but it's not really that big inside. and it has no bed. It has no
Good
bed.
night,
Like
Henry.
couldn't even lay down a engine hoist in it. There's no bed.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. Yeah.
Yeah, when I sold my last F350, I had a 99 F350. It had the 6.8 liter V10 gas engine in it.
Oh,
Man,
wow.
it was a freaking gas hog.
Oh, yeah.
But we put a 6-inch lift on it, had 38s on it, you know. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a fun truck and had the camper shell on the winch and all that stuff. And when I put it up for sale, I had so many comments in the comment box because of my description. I said, this truck does have scratches and dents as it has been through the woods. It is a 4-wheel drive. It is not your prissy little daddy bought Jeep whose off-road adventures include the drive-through at Starbucks and Chick-fil-A.
Well, my Jeep, I went off-roading a lot in that thing.
Yeah.
You know, and you learn your lessons on some things, you know, like I broke stuff, improved it. But I mean, I had a whole lot of fun with it, and I had a friend that had a newer Toyota 4Runner.
Yeah.
And it was black, it was nice, and he put like this nice suspension kit, a little bit of a lift, bigger tires, and he was telling me he was going to the Badlands. All right, knock yourself out, man. Dude, this thing came back roached. Like he had no idea what he was doing. I mean, totally pristine body and paint, and it literally was just trashed when he got back. And I'm like, what happened? And he's like, how come yours never got beat up this bad? I said, because I knew what trails and like what I needed to go on. You know, I'm like,
right.
Oh, he absolutely mangled this thing.
Yeah, we see in mine. I only had like $7,500 in the whole truck. You know what I mean? It was just built for having fun. You know, and it wasn't like a brand new truck. If I had a brand new truck, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't even look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, Buick Opals.
Well, they're only new until they get their first scratch or dent, and then they're
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but I always loved taking that thing off road though. My Jeep, you couldn't just get it stuck, man. It was fun.
Well, my F350 that I drive now, it's a 2012. When I bought it used, it had 53,000 miles on it. It was a GE service field truck. So, you know, they do all their service manual, you know, they do everything like they're supposed to, all their maintenance and stuff. And the first dent I put in it was in the tailgate. I was pulling fence posts out of my yard, and I decided to pull one with a strap. And I guess the strap had enough stretch or whatever. When that post came out of there, it shot like a rocket, and it hit right dead center of my tailgate.
Oh,
yeah. I've got a friend with a really nice Cummins Ram, and he is Mr. Stickler on keeping things clean, perfect, you name it, not a scratch. And he uses it as a truck, and he asked me to go pick up a vehicle with him. And mind you, when he got the truck, there was a little ding and scratch in the tailgate because he bought it used too. He had the whole tailgate redone, repainted, right? And this thing does not get driven a whole lot. So we go to pick up this vehicle, and it's dead. You know, it was like totally junk car, and he's winching this thing up, going. Pop! The winch cable, like right where it connected, you know, where it came around, it broke and swam just right off that tailgate. And I'm like, I'm not saying anything because I know how he is. And the vehicle was almost all the way up, you know, so it wasn't really rolling off. But he was just so pissed. I felt bad for him because it's just like, man, he just spent a decent chunk of change and getting all that redone. And it's like his baby, you know. And the pop it sound was just bad. And it was nighttime, and he's like, grab a flashlight. I'm like, I don't think you want to look at this.
And me, I just took the inspection cover. I just took the inspection cover off of mine and took a mallet and just beat the freaking thing out of it.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I have got to get off here.
All right.
I got to go help with my grandma. So
right.
Enjoy the evening. Thanks for stopping by.
Gentlemen.
Appreciate everybody.
Everybody else in the chat.
Yeah.
Jeff, are you having your drive on Thursday?
Thanks for stopping by.
I probably won't. I got to figure out how to get some cars moved around. My week's just been screwed up from a lot of shit. But if the weather's crappy, I'll pop one in.
All right.
Cool.
So.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good night.
Take care. You too.
See ya.
Good night.
Adios.
All right, everybody. I appreciate you stopping by. All the new people in the chat, all the people that joined me in the on the screen. I really appreciate it, but I got to roll. So I will see you all later on the flip side. Enjoy yourself. Get out there and fix something this weekend.